What's the definition of commitment? What does commitment mean to you personally? How has your view of commitment changed since marriage? What habits strengthen commitment daily? Can commitment exist without trust? Interesting question, right? And what role does forgiveness play in commitment?
Welcome to another episode of the Marriage Be Like podcast.
Welcome.
Look, we thank you ahead of time for watching, listening. We'd like to say go ahead and share. You can share now. You can go ahead and tell your people.
Yes.
Right off the top, right, babe?
Right off the top. That's right. Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Look, we are a marriage podcast who discusses a lot of things.
Yeah.
We have quite a few episodes. This is our second year running.
Second year, that's right.
And we are on Envision Radio. So envision-radio.com. If you'd like to listen to us on Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Central. And a brain fart there for a second.
Get it together.
And then
now.
on Fridays, you can listen and watch us anywhere you get your podcast.
That's
and of course, also on YouTube.
Yes.
Now, some of the topics that we have talked about before have been the 5 love languages, the anatomy of an apology. Sometimes we have guests on.
That's right.
We recently had the Lesters on. So it was introducing the Lesters, and that was 2 episodes there.
Yeah, sure was.
So you can always go back and watch those on our website at marriagebelike.com. So, getting all that out of the way, go ahead, like, subscribe.
Yes. And share.
Share, engage, everywhere that you can get your podcast. And that way you can keep up with what we're doing.
That's right.
So last conversation we had was about long-term dating versus marriage. Today we have a lot of relationships that people who don't want to get married, so they long-term date instead.
Right.
So we had that conversation. And today we're going to kind of piggyback on it a little bit because it's taking us right into our commitment. So this week's podcast is talking about commitment.
All right.
You want to jump right in, babe?
Sure.
All right. You want to read us our questions?
Yeah, no problem. What's the definition of commitment? What does commitment mean to you personally? How has your view of commitment changed since marriage? What habits strengthen commitment daily? Can commitment exist without trust? Interesting question, right? And what role does forgiveness play in commitment?
Okay, so those are our pressing questions today.
There's a bunch of questions this time.
And they're not in order. We're not going to give them to you in order. We're just throwing them out there. Okay. So the real question, So let's just jump right in.
All right.
Starting our topic off, trust, loyalty, and consistency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so what's the definition of commitment?
What is the definition of commitment?
Yes.
Do I just give my definition of it?
You can give your definition and also read the definition that's there.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. I'm having a hard time.
I even have the reference.
I need you to highlight that because I don't know where that is.
Okay. Go back up to the topic, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Were you just scrolling? It's right there.
Oh.
Okay. What is the definition of commitment until he gets himself together over there? Commitment is a promise, an obligation, or a firm decision to do something.
Okay.
So we may not necessarily just be talking about relationships. That's the general definition.
I see it now.
You see it? Okay. It involves dedicating your time and energy or resources to a particular goal, cause, or relationship, even when challenges arise.
Okay.
Now, that definition came from the Cambridge Dictionary.
All right. Okay.
All right. So what's our definition for trust, babe?
Trust is a firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something.
Yes.
Okay. So that's a firm belief Well, we'll start there. It's just a
Yeah.
firm belief
Yeah.
in anything about a person or something.
Okay. And then loyalty, a steadfast commitment, devotion, and faithfulness to a person.
All right.
All right. So trust, loyalty, and consistency. So I didn't get the definition of consistency because I feel like it'll just kind of come out as we go.
Okay.
Because in my opinion, if you have trust and loyalty, that will help you be consistent in the things that you're doing in your marriage.
Okay.
As long as you don't lose those pieces. Because if you trust your person, then you will keep trusting them, right? Unless they do something wrong, unless they have broken that trust in some form or fashion.
Right.
And of course, you have to go through some forgiveness or whatever. But even in that time period, you'd have to go through some consistency to keep that trust.
To build that trust back
Yes,
up.
to build that trust back.
Yeah.
Correct. When you're talking about loyalty, and some people are naturally loyal. Some people are not.
Yeah.
I'm a natural loyal person. And I had to learn that over the years. I didn't even know that I was. I just am. But not everybody is. And I just assumed that just came with being human.
Okay.
But as you become adults and you grow and learn and you realize everybody's not the same.
Everybody doesn't value things the same way.
There you go. So a steadfast commitment. So steadfast kind of brings in that consistency word there. So that's why I didn't get the definition there.
Okay.
But, devotion, faithfulness, those things mean consistency.
Okay.
You have to be consistent in order to be able to do those things. And loyalty is that word there.
Yeah. Okay. Got you.
All right. So what does commitment mean to you personally, babe?
Commitment, and at the risk of sounding like I'm regurgitating the definition, but to me, commitment is my dedication to a cause.
Yeah.
All right. Or a principle, and not wavering from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just being, I don't want to say hyper focused, but focused on that one thing and not changing, not diverting.
Yeah. And it can be all of those things. That's the beautiful thing about a definition. For me, I actually wrote mine down because I didn't want to mess it up once I got on the podcast.
Yeah.
Respect, boundaries, and loyalty to this marriage no matter what.
Okay. All right. You answered in context of marriage. I just generally.
I mean, it works both ways, though.
Yeah.
Because commitment is not just about relationships.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I answered it in the context of marriage because that is what we're talking about today. So, I mean, I could have answered it in the context of marriage. Okay, so in that context of marriage, let me just say that out loud now, has commitment always meant that to you in marriage? By the way you just described it.
By the way, yes, but I want to say that I learned how much more it was being married. Okay. And I say that because, you have a general conception or perception of what marriage would be simply because of what you've seen.
Yes.
What you've witnessed in others who have been married or who are married at the time as you were growing up. And now I realize the how to internalize that.
Okay.
What that means for me as an individual, how that kind of governs my behavior.
Yes.
And then even changes some of my thought processes as, because you don't realize how selfish you may be. Right. Until you actually have to make decisions that are unselfish. So that
and you don't want to do it.
Yeah, right. Right. So that's what that's how that is for me. I mean, I thought that I knew until I had to do.
Yeah, and mine is very much the same. yes, I understood what commitment was, but I had never been married before.
Right.
So
Right.
you don't know how commitment is challenged coming to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But that is also how you learn and grow. So the challenge of commitment, and I don't want to be like forcing, but pressing myself to stay committed in the relationship rather than fly and flight and be like, ooh, this is too hard. I'm out. You know what I mean? Because there are times that was the case and I felt that way,
Yeah.
especially early on. But also in a relationship, you have vowed to stay there.
Yeah.
So then I had to check myself and be like, okay, this isn't necessarily what I wanted it to be, but I did promise to stay. So let's stick with it.
Yeah.
And forcing myself, well, I used the word force anyway, but pushing myself to stay in the relationship and stay committed to it.
Yeah.
But times get hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you get challenged all the time, and life gets to lifing.
Yeah. Well,
It just is what it is.
I mean, you sounded as if you didn't want to use that term force, but
But there were times I didn't want to. No, I didn't want to at first, but there were times I felt like I was because we had the kids.
Yeah.
But I may not necessarily been as happy as I was looking to be.
Okay.
And, we was going through rough times.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, and I think that's kind of where I was going. It's like, hey, when it comes to getting out of yourself or getting self out of the way,
yes,
that is a challenge, and you've got to force yourself sometimes.
Yeah.
You've got to.
Force just sounds so bad. That's why I didn't want to use the word.
I mean, I know it.
It's very much true for me.
I know it, but it goes against who you have been.
Yes.
Particularly early on, which is why I think, or one of the reasons why so many marriages face significant challenges early on.
Yeah, coming out the honeymoon phase.
Yeah. You're trying to you're trying to navigate from being the selfish individual that you've always had been to that point, because you didn't have to care about anybody else.
Fusing your lives together.
Yes. So then, it feels like you're forcing yourself to do these things. And even though you may say that, well, I love you, I love her, I love him, the reality is, until they say the rubber hits the road, it's easier said than done. And then you got to make moves.
Yes. And we're talking about in the midst of the trial.
Yeah, yeah.
In the midst of the challenge.
Yeah.
Once you go through it, because the other piece to it is you're nervous and a little bit anxious about getting through through that situation.
Yeah.
Once you get through it, then it's like, and everything just...
Didn't like the key you were in.
You didn't like my key?
No.
Okay. I wasn't going to try to go higher. But everything just kind of mellows out and works itself out. And then you see the rainbow on the other side.
Yeah.
But in the midst of that storm, you're like, woo.
Yeah. Yeah.
So commitment really has to be pushed in order to stay in it so that you can get through the other side.
Yeah.
Once you get through, you're like, oh, there's so much better.
Yeah.
And then the next challenge sometimes may not even be as hard.
Right.
Because now that you've gone through a hard one, the next one would be easier and you have more to work with to get through it.
Yeah. Now, I definitely want to make it clear that sometimes it's easier for some than others.
Yeah, no, this is true.
And so to say that you face a challenge doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be that hard or that you have to force yourself.
And some challenges aren't as strong for one as it may be for another.
Right. So, definitely, if we were to compare ourselves, like, you and I, there's certain things that you found more challenging than I did.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It was easy for me. It was hard for you.
Let's not say that. Let's not. I could hear it coming. And I was, I'm not even going to give a rebuttal. I'm just going to say, don't do that.
Yeah. I had to take my shot. So,
can commitment exist without trust?
Now, I think this is subjective, And the reason why I say that is because who are we talking about? The trust that we have in whom? So then my commitment, and hear me when I say this, my commitment to you in our marriage, really, if the trust that I have in you,
Okay.
all right.
I can hear you working it out.
Yeah, I'm trying to say it so that it's clear. The trust that I have in you may not have that much bearing on my commitment. Okay.
Okay.
But I also have to trust myself.
Yes.
And in trusting myself may have a little more bearing on my commitment. And I say that because if I don't trust myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that I don't trust myself, but there are some times when people are, you find yourself in a situation where you have to make these changes.
Yes.
Right. Just like we're talking about the challenges that we face, making these changes, if we don't know for sure that we can make the changes that are necessary,
Okay.
then the commitment becomes more challenging. Did you follow that?
I did. I feel like for me, there were times I trusted my commitment more than I trusted myself.
Okay, why did you act like there was an issue with trusting yourself? Because when I said that, you had this crazy look on your face. For those who are watching on YouTube, you saw the look on her face.
I had the look on my face because it took me back. It wasn't like a trigger, but it took me back. And I'm like, you know what? In this particular situation, what was going on in my head was not a situation of, oh, I'm going to stay committed.
Okay.
So I feel like my natural, though I'm naturally loyal and I would be committed, I had to also talk myself through it.
Okay.
So I really didn't trust myself to, does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm following you.
Yes, I'm going to stay. Yes, I'm going to do this. But am I going to do it right? Am I going to give it my all? Well, now.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean.
So that's why I was like, I don't know how much I trusted myself in some situations versus trusting my commitment in what I said I would do for us.
Okay, so then you're agreeing with my statement.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Because I really thought that you.
You thought I was gonna.
Yeah, I thought you.
I just didn't think of it that way until you said. I was like, huh.
Okay.
But yes, I agree.
I thought we was gonna have a heated discussion here.
Not necessarily, but I will also give this point. You can have a committed relationship without trust, but it won't probably be good.
I mean,
When I think of a commitment without trust or a relationship without trust, I think of jealousy that comes up.
Yeah.
I think of disagreements, resentment. Those are the kinds of things I think of when I think of lack of trust.
Okay. So, and here's the thing, because there's something based on your notes here. We skipped something, right? Early on, we skipped something, and I feel like, I don't know if you had planned on going back to it, but
no, because it's not supposed to be there. You talking about this?
Yes.
Yep, it's supposed to be further down.
Okay. All right.
I wrote it down kind of in a in thought.
Okay.
And I didn't really know where I was going to put it.
Okay. Well,
if that makes sense.
All right. Well, I'm going to bring this up, seeing that now that we start
it doesn't have a place necessarily. It was just in my head, and I said, "Let me just write these notes down."
So here is a good place to put it. Right. The question is, for those of you who are just like really confused, is commitment a feeling or a decision? Okay. And so when we talk about the commitment without trust,
yes,
right, and how I don't trust myself now that I don't trust myself to be committed,
right?
Okay,
I may not trust myself, and I may not trust you,
right?
But we still gonna be in this,
right? And this is where answering that question is commitment a feeling or decision. You may not feel committed.
Right.
But you may make the decision to remain committed.
Correct.
All right. And that's why going back to this question, which feels appropriate here. So then I would answer the question. It is a decision. Is commitment a decision or a feeling?
Absolutely a decision.
It's a decision. I mean, it's and I dare even say a principle. Because you could say it's a decision, and you're looking at individual instances or circumstances, but the principle actually governs the behavior. So then, so I feel like it's more of a principle than a decision or even a feeling,
Okay, yes. First off, it's probably not a feeling because feelings fluctuate.
Yeah. They
don't stay. You don't feel today how you felt last week when you were in it.
Well, you may not feel committed today.
And I'm just saying.
I mean,
it's gonna fluctuate because feelings are what they are. They're feelings.
Yeah.
This is how I feel now.
Mm-hmm.
It may not last. You could have a feeling about something completely different, not even talking about relationship, and then something happened, and then now you don't feel that same way.
And
that's just how feelings work.
And our feelings deceive us.
Yes.
Oh man. I mean, So if we govern our behavior based on how we feel, man, nothing will work out right.
Yeah, it'll be hard. Yeah. You want to go with deciding and what your gut may feel, what your gut is telling you to do.
Yeah. Not
necessarily what your feelings are, because you could be upset or you could be sad and not even realize that it's connecting to the situation.
And then, I mean, our awareness with regard to mental health, emotional health,
yes.
Today may not be a good day. And, and
you
if that's the case,
everything on how you was feeling today.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
The other piece on that note is commitment is a fundamental decision.
Mm-hmm. But that takes us back to where I was saying it was a principle, just what governs how we do. And so now if our commitment causes us to act a particular way.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
All right. So you want to go into our segment, babe?
Sure. Let's go. Let's do it.
That's on you.
Oh, is it me?
Going
okay.
Into our segment, babe.
Okay. So this segment is called Stories and Shout Outs. All right. So here's the thing, where we are inviting you to be a part of this, right? So you can tell us your thoughts, engage on the socials, or leave us an email. So then email is Kenya at marriagebelike.com, or you can check us out. We're on Instagram. We're even on TikTok. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Facebook at Marriage Be Like or Marriage Be Like Podcast. Okay. But this time, what we're going to do is share stories and shout outs. And you want to do this one? Because I'm not going to do anything different than what you just said here. So
okay. So yeah, this past weekend we went to Kentucky to celebrate my parents' 55th. 5 and 5.
Yes.
Wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
So they've been married 55 years, and so they had a nice little dinner.
Yes.
So shout out to my parents, Cecil and Vanessa Goodwin.
Yeah. Shout out
for the marriage and the children and all that they've built in the 55 years.
Yeah. Without you, I would not have my wife.
This is also true. So yeah, it was really nice. It was a dinner after church service.
Yes.
And it was in a comfortable clubhouse.
Yeah.
And there was lots. I don't know how many people came.
I don't know.
And people were coming through and leaving, and then more were coming.
Yeah.
It was just a nice flow of folk, and it wasn't too crowded. It was just a nice flow of folk, but all the seats were taken all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they were kind of spread out, so it wasn't like cramped. So it actually was really nice.
Yeah, there was an upstairs, a downstairs, a outside.
Yeah, outside area and another little room that people were in. So everybody was able to mingle and talk and eat candy and eat lots of good food and extra amounts of dessert.
Yeah, too much dessert. Too much.
I was
dessert.
like, please take a piece of cake with you on your way home, please.
Yeah.
But it was nice to see everybody come out and celebrate them. And people traveled. Of course, we traveled, but we weren't the only ones who traveled from Huntsville.
Right.
And others traveled from other areas, I think, as well. So it was really nice. What do you think, babe?
No, I really enjoyed it. You know, I will say this: shout out or something to your brother, Joel, because somehow or another. No, it was Tiffany.
It was Tiffany?
Thanks, Tiffany. Because I ended up having to sing in church.
Oh, yeah, singing on the praise team.
Yeah. So Joel calls me and says, you have to thank your sister-in-law. You have to thank your sister-in-law for this, but I need you to sing. Like, how in the world? Right?
Yes. And then coming down and being put on the praise team.
And while we were traveling, he asked me, he says, hey, do you know such and such song? And I'm like, I never heard that song before. And he says,
sing the lead.
I need you to sing lead. I don't know the song, bro. So, but it worked out. I was able to learn the song on the fly. We got there 30 minutes late for a rehearsal.
Was it 30?
Yeah.
I thought it was an hour.
No, it was 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got there right in rehearsal.
Yeah, they were in rehearsal. We walked in and I grabbed the mic like oh boy on what was it, the 5 Heartbeats come running in there.
Yeah.
Eddie Kane.
Yes.
Eddie Kane. Eddie Kane.
But it worked out nicely. Church service was really nice. They had baptism that day. It was a whole full day.
It was.
Yeah.
It really was.
So we enjoyed ourselves. You enjoyed yourself, babe?
Yeah, I was I'm sorry. I'm
still
laughing
about Eddie Kane?
Eddie Kane, yeah.
All right. So you want to go take us into our next topic, next piece of the topic?
I'm not finished laughing. So
I'm going to need you to finish laughing and just go on into it, sir.
Okay. All right. So the next one, commitment when life gets stressful and hard.
What was that word again before hard?
Did I not say it right?
Stressful.
I told you I was still laughing.
Yes, but you're still going to do it anyway.
You're going to let me get it out. All right. Do I need to say it again?
Yes, please.
Commitment when life gets stressful and hard.
There we go.
All right. So when life gets stressful, it should be the time you lean in closer. You agree with that?
Yes.
What if you're the reason for my stress? If I'm leaning closer, I'm taking in more stress.
Yeah, it's actually very hard. But when you're in any kind of stress in the marriage, it really doesn't matter what kind of stress. You should lean in closer so that y'all can figure it out and figure it out quickly.
Woo.
It's hard though. Yeah.
Woo.
Those are some of those challenges we talk about. But yes, and what tends to happen is that don't happen.
Oh, okay.
That's what tends to happen, that you don't lean in closer, that you can be further away because you're upset. And what tends to happen are disagreements come into part.
Yeah. And all that does is cause the stress to multiply exponentially. Yeah. You like that word, right? Exponentially.
Sure. Babe.
I pronounced it better than stressful.
Yes, you did. Distance comes between the couple. Lean on others for support. Also happens.
It creates bigger problems. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not communicating.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah. I can't look at you.
Really?
That's the other thing.
Yeah. No, I heard you. Oh, you're right. But I was like, wow.
Yeah.
But I guess sometimes you're just so angry you can't look at each other. You have to leave the room.
Or I'd sleep on the couch.
Yeah. I'm not going to sleep on the couch.
Oh. What if I put you out? I'm going to put you out.
Yeah, no, I won't be. You know what? I'll sleep on the couch if I'm sick and I don't want to give it to you.
No, last night, I should have just left you so you could sleep.
I was trying to let you. Yeah, that's true. I was tired and I was trying to let you go to sleep first.
Anyway.
And he didn't go to sleep.
No, I didn't.
So he came in the room talking about Kenya. I was like, oh, well, you know what? Come on, let's go to bed then.
Yeah, I was waiting on you.
I didn't know you was waiting on me though.
Whatever.
You were already in the bed, so I figured, okay, I'll let him go ahead and go to sleep and stretch out and enjoy the bed, then I'll come.
Anyway. Moving on.
Yeah, we didn't communicate very well.
Not at all.
But I mean, if you had left me on the couch, I would have come right on in there. I wouldn't have been able to stay. That's why I'm not sleeping on the couch.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to stay. It's not as comfortable as my bed.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not. So.
But I will, like I said, I will sleep over there if I have to. Like if I feel like I'm really sick
Oh yeah.
and I don't want to give it to you, then I will sleep on the couch.
Yeah. No, I do that too.
Yeah, because everybody can't be off work.
Or if
everybody can't be sick.
Or if you're sick.
Then you'll come and sleep on the couch. Yeah, and if I'm in the bed.
Yeah.
That's true. So that we don't pass the germs.
Right.
Okay, so let's see. Where were we, babe?
Commitment versus temporary feelings.
Oh, yes. I think we actually kind of jumped into that a little bit early, didn't we?
We did, because we were talking about, emotional highs and lows.
Yeah.
Today I feel great, and so I'm in love with you, and tomorrow you get on my nerves. So
I don't feel so in love.
yeah, I don't feel that way.
Yeah.
So then commitment is a decision to be loyal through the challenges, right? But you said something about setting boundaries.
Yes.
So help us understand what you mean by that.
Setting boundaries to protect your marriage. Being able to make sure that you set boundaries not only for people, but for things, for job, for whatever the case. So setting boundaries is necessary to make sure that you all are on the same page and that the commitment can stay and nothing can come in and interfere.
It's amazing how we don't think of boundaries as it pertains to like your job.
Yeah.
And even if you work for yourself, right? It's easy to.
But you can be a workaholic anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Or even your hobbies. We'd have to set boundaries for those things as well. So I feel like that's an important distinction, or
it is
something to kind of add to it, right? Don't forget that boundaries are not just for people and friends and things like that.
Right,
family.
but also for things.
For things, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because anything can come first accidentally.
Yeah.
Before your spouse.
That's right.
So you have to really be protective of your marriage to make sure that your spouse is who comes first outside of God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it also has to be agreed upon. I know that's one thing we kind of struggled with because we're both workaholics. And I can admit that. But finding the balance.
Yeah.
For a while, we did not have balance.
And you say agreed upon, is we're talking about really just kind of communicating those things?
Yes, communicating those things. If you have a friend that's single and that, and your spouse feels like that relationship is not cool,
okay,
then y'all need to agree upon that so that there can be some distance created.
Yeah, okay.
If your spouse works long hours and it ain't necessary, and you don't feel like it's necessary, but your spouse feels like it is, y'all need to come together and decide. So yeah, but there has to be some communication there. Each should bring it up because you can't just let it slide.
Right.
Because then the marriage suffers. And
the other part of that too, I mean, when I set my own boundaries, right?
Yes.
But I also, when you're talking about communicating and really having that discussion, I may not see what you see,
right?
Or I may not see the need that you see,
and that's why I say each should bring up their pieces because you probably won't see what I see, and sometimes there just be blinders on.
Do you see what I see?
Oh, jeez. So what time of year is it? It ain't Christmas.
Well, I mean, you can go back and check us out during Christmas time.
Yes, and you didn't even sing the song then. Okay. Well, yes, you and your spouse should bring forth your issues so that you all can discuss and create the boundaries that are necessary.
Talking about mispronouncing words. What did you just say?
Bring forth.
You said bring forth.
No, forth.
Okay.
I didn't mispronounce. You always try to check me. See, you was wrong.
Well, you were checking me. Come on.
Bill, you was wrong. Again. Okay, so we're not talking about deal breakers, though. We're talking about things to protect your marriage.
Okay.
So I wanted to make that clear, too.
Yeah. All right.
Having a fix-it plan.
Oh, okay.
Yes. If I say something that you don't agree with, and you say something that I don't agree with, then we can never get that boundary set. So what's going to be our fix-it plan? How are we going to compromise?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So then having a fix-it plan.
Okay.
Being able to compromise in that. And then, of course, counseling is always a good fix-it plan.
Yeah, because, again, and we're strong proponents of counseling because sometimes we are too close to the situation to identify where the challenges are.
Right. A lot of times you can't see it.
Yeah.
And that's natural.
Mm-hmm.
But, you also want to try.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to our game. You
Let's
ready,
play
babe?
a game so I can win.
You ready, babe?
So I can win.
Da-dun, da-dun.
Oh! Da-da-da-da!
I said it twice, babe.
I forgot. I'm sorry. We'll do it again.
Okay, so you ready, babe?
Yes.
Da-da-da-da. It's game time.
It's game time.
So this game is called First Thing. Oh, wait, babe. Tell the people why we do segments and games.
Okay, yeah. So
We forgot the first time we did the segment.
yeah, we just talked about a segment. So segments and games, just an opportunity really just to spark some communication.
Yes.
And with the games, we just want to have a little bit of fun.
A little bit of fun.
May learn a couple things about each other. Segments certainly give us an opportunity to learn about each other. But this, we just finna have fun.
Ooh. Okay.
She hates that word, finna.
It's not a word. That's why I don't like y'all saying it, because it's not a word.
Well, I can say it, so.
Okay, so first thing, wedding. What's the first thing that comes to mind?
Bells.
Oh, okay.
This wedding bells. Dress.
I said the first thing. There you go. When I think of wedding, I think a couple.
Really?
Yes, a couple. They're coming together
Cake.
at a wedding. Okay, so when you think of, what's the next word? Crowd.
People. That's all I can think of.
Yes, when I think of crowd, I think I'm an introvert.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't want to be in the crowd.
You don't want to be in a crowd. Yeah. She doesn't like crowds.
I don't like crowds. I'll be in them if I have to, but it's just not my preference.
Okay.
Next one.
Oh,
I don't have to do them all.
vows.
Commitment.
Boo.
That's the first thing that came to mind.
We're talking about commitment. You usually come up with a different word.
I can't think of nothing else. God.
What?
God.
Okay.
Promises.
Yeah. Yeah. I do.
Yes. There you go. All right. Next one. What's the next word?
Oh, marriage.
Wedding.
Ball and chain.
Absolutely not, sir. I really, you know what? I hate that worse than I hate finna.
Ball and chain.
Ball and chain is so horrible and harsh.
Tell us how you really feel about it.
That's how I really feel about it. That's why you've never heard me say it.
You did just now.
I did. And you saw a frown about it. I think that is horrible.
It is. It is. It really is.
Yes. That's, no. You don't ever have to say that again on this podcast, ever.
It may come up again.
Don't let it.
But not because I mean it. I ain't even mean it then. That was a joke.
I understand. It's just so hard, even harsh, even as a joke.
Yeah. I mean, it's completely a misconception, right?
Yes.
So, way out of line.
Yes. So the last one is family. What's the first thing that comes to mind?
You.
Oh, okay. So the first thing that comes to mind for me is what we've built.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Did you win, babe?
Always.
No. There's no winning. There's no winning in our games. It's about the conversation.
I win.
There's no winning in our games. It's about the conversation. Okay, so let's get back to topic. Faith and commitment in marriage.
Okay.
Okay, so faith and commitment are really pieces of the fundamental parts of a relationship, of a marriage. So you want both, not just faith, let's say, in God, but also faith in your person.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, commitment, that's what we're talking about
Right.
as a whole today.
Right.
So without commitment, marriage can be more like a job,
Ooh.
having to do it.
An
This is why I didn't-
obligation.
An obligation. There you go. That's why I said I didn't really want to use the word force, but obligation is a better word. Yeah. And so you don't want to feel that way in your marriage. You don't want to feel that way to be obligated to be committed.
Yeah. I mean, many people, and it's not for everybody, right?
Yeah.
But many people wake up in the morning and it's like, I got to go to work.
Yeah. A lot of people do. But do you want to feel that way about your marriage?
No.
About the person who you're laying next to?
Yeah.
Even if they're down the hall. Because some people don't live in the same room in their marriage. But even if they're down the hall, that's not how you want to feel about your spouse.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
go cook breakfast for her.
And it feels like work, and it's not, and it shouldn't feel that way.
Yeah.
So you want to be able to have those fundamental values, but also have that faith to know that it doesn't ever have to be that way.
Yeah.
Without faith, marriage can be much harder.
Right.
Faith is needed in your spouse and in God.
And in yourself.
Yes, and in yourself. That's correct.
Yeah.
All right. So what habits strengthen commitment daily, babe?
Communication.
Yeah.
And we're talking about that.
Always at the top of my list.
Yeah. That when we're talking about that two-way street communication.
Yes.
You know, 4-lane highway type communication. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So it flows constantly.
yeah. And, yeah.
Quality time.
Yeah.
I just posted on our Marriage Be Like page where we were at the Camp to Amp festival.
Yes.
And that was good quality time. We spent the whole day together.
Yeah. Walking in the hot sun.
Yeah, it was. Oh, wait a minute. It wasn't hot that day.
Were we not in the sun?
We were in the sun, but it wasn't hot that day.
It wasn't cold.
It was a nice breeze.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of people were out there. It was a fun time. It wasn't hot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I was fine.
No,
He
I had
was the only
fun.
one
I
hot.
enjoyed it. I really
Out of
enjoyed it.
everybody was out there.
You know, yeah, no, it was a beautiful day.
It was a
day.
beautiful day. Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
And then we went to eat.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, we had good quality time that day.
Oh man, and we had that brownie.
Yeah, that brownie was so good.
Oh man,
And so bad for me, but it was so good.
bad, so bad.
It was so big, we had to share the brownie and the ice cream.
Yes.
There was no way I could have gotten through that one by myself.
No, I would have tried.
Yeah,
And
but
then been
even
sick.
together, we couldn't finish it.
No. Yeah.
Okay, so daily reminders of purpose and goals.
You have no problem with that.
Daily reminders.
You always got to remind somebody of something, and it's like,
Y'all be forgetting.
no,
When I forget something, we all forget something.
there's certain things I don't need to hear every day, and that's how you. I mean,
like,
stuff.
oh my goodness. Not true. You
Yeah.
won't remember.
It's true.
You won't remember.
I don't have to hear everything every day.
Yeah. I send reminders via text message to the family chat people because they don't remember.
Now,
They
this is
don't
true.
remember.
This is true. Sometimes,
And you may not want the reminder, but you know you need the reminder.
listen, no, I need it because from day to day. That's why I use the calendar.
Yes.
I don't
But
know
even with the
what
calendar,
I'm doing from
yeah.
moment to moment.
But when you put the stuff in the calendar, you never put the reminders in.
No, I do. Do I?
No, you don't.
I forget. I need a reminder to.
Yes, but the calendar can remind you. You just never do it. So then I end up doing it. You never place the reminder on there.
So what's the problem?
The problem is you won't remember until the very moment of the event, and then you'll be scrambling around trying to make it. That's why you need reminders.
That means you didn't put enough time on the reminder.
When you put it in the calendar, I put the reminders in. Okay, so forgiveness
Yes.
and grace play a strong role in marriage because they can be greatly challenged.
Yeah.
Your marriage can be greatly challenged, and then what if you don't forgive that situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to need grace to allow that spouse to have that time.
Yeah. And, to kind of piggyback on that, I mean, we did talk about, you mentioned this at the beginning, where we talked about the anatomy of apology. And I think the very next episode was forgiveness in marriage, right?
It very well could have been, but I can't give 100% as a yes because I don't remember.
But it was either before or after, one of the two.
It was around in there somewhere.
It was, because they were connected.
They were connected, kind of like this episode's connected to last episode.
Yes. So I bring that up. You can check that out so you can understand how forgiveness plays a strong part in our marriages. But when it comes down to commitment, forgiveness is an integral. Yes. You know what I'm trying to say.
And also, and I'll make another point to that particular episode. Anatomy of apology also helps you get to the forgiveness part.
Yeah.
So we break it down pretty decently so that we can get through the situation.
Yeah.
All right. Choosing to stay and be loyal daily.
See, this goes back to what we were saying earlier.
Right on back.
Right. Whether or not it's a decision or feeling, a fundamental principle.
Yes, it is.
Right?
Absolutely.
So that's where.
So these are the things that you can do to strengthen your commitment daily.
Yeah.
All right, so read our love lessons, babe, and take us on out.
First love lesson. Strong marriages are not built by perfect people. They are built by two people committed to choosing each other again and again and again and again and again.
And daily.
And again and again.
Daily. I didn't write all those agains.
See, that's her reminding us. And again and again.
That's Kitty reminding.
So, and look, you know what? You can do it, right?
Yes.
It's just a matter of us deciding over and over again that we are going to make it work.
We've been married 28 years through all the challenges.
Has it been 28 years?
Yes, it has. It has. And we're going to celebrate our wedding anniversary this month.
It sure is this month. Yeah.
Father's Day weekend.
Yeah.
So 28 years. Okay, so you want to take us on out, babe?
Sure.
We got to close out this podcast.
Yeah, we want to thank everybody for checking us out again and again and again.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I had to. So, yeah, I mean, we want to thank Envision Radio.
Thank you, Envision.
For giving us a platform that we can actually hang out and share. Yes. So you can check that out at envision-radio.com. Man, you were slow on that.
I was thinking about something else. I was thinking about our award. By the time this airs.
Yes. Yes. So I'll let you share that.
No, you share it.
Well, listen, we talk about the Marriage Be Like podcast is a production of Green Room Entertainment.
Yes.
And for the second year running, we have won an award. Yeah. Last year for 2025, we won Best in the State of Alabama Videographers. For 2026, we are regional winners of the Best in Alabama. So Guide to Alabama is where this comes from. So you can check that out, guidetoalabama.com. I think that's what it is.
I think so, yes.
Yeah. But you can check out Green Room Entertainment at greenroomentertain.com. Come check out the website for the Marriage Be Like podcast. That's marriagebelike.com. There you can actually see or listen to previous episodes, see a little bit about our story. You can email us at Kenya at marriagebelike.com. And every episode goes up on Friday after it airs on Envision Radio on Thursday. 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. But then Friday, we have it on all the podcast platforms, wherever you get your podcast.
And of course, you can view it on YouTube on Friday.
Yes. And you can email us if you want to be on the show, drop us a shout out.
Get some
share
feedback.
questions, all the above, right? And shout out what?
There you can also order our devotional.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Echoes of Faith.
Faith. So you can order it, and also you can pre-order our newest devotional that's coming out, Voices of Faith.
Voices of Faith. So this is Echoes of Faith. The next one is Voices of Faith.
Yes.
All right.
It's a 30-day devotional. It's not dated.
Right.
So you can read it anytime, any year.
Time in the year. That's right. Shout out our son, KEG Beats, for the music you hear right now.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. And we did say that the Marriage for Life podcast is a production of Green Room Entertainment. Check us out at greenroomentertain.com.
Okay. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and engage.
Yes.
And have a great week. Bye-bye.